Hey everyone, Scott here. Going to try and get this done really, really quickly. That sounds awful, that as if I'm trying to rush through this video. I've tried. This is about the fourth attempt I've had trying to do this video. Um, Keep getting phone calls, or people coming to the door, or just anything else that needs to get that's going to interrupt me. So I'm going to try and get this done as quickly as possible because I'll need to go and collect something from school soon. Anywho, enough of that. And this video has been a bit later, so I'm going to talk about last week's books, and I'm going to show you what I got yesterday, which was New Comic Book Day. So I'm going to jump straight into it. Everything that I've got is DC. It's Rebirth. It's fairly dominating my pull list now, to the point where I think I'm under 4 or 5 Marvel books, which is disappointing. Um, I was a I was a Marvel kid growing up, so this. I see a lot of people online or in the YouTube community going on Marvel comic rants or whatnot. I'm not one of those people. Am I disappointed that Marvel aren't doing stuff that I'm interested in? A little bit. Will it come back around? Of course it will. It's like everything else. It's there's turnaround. DC did a lot of stuff that I wasn't interested in, so I didn't read it. It's that simple. There's something. The market's that big for you. There will be something out there for you, whether it's at DC, whether it's at Marvel or Independence, Image, IDW, Dark Horse, whatever. There's something there for you. Um, Not having a go at the people that have done these types of videos, but at the end of the day, Marvel's a successful business. You can't deny that. Their sales figures are good. They obviously feel as if they're doing or heading in the right direction. So I don't really know how I got into this kind of little rant, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Yeah, they're doing well, so they can't really cater to me personally. Um, they are doing books that I like, Vision, Black Widow, a couple other ones. Most of the reason I would probably be getting more of them is price. So there's that to kind of chew over. But anyway, as I said, all my books really, last week and this week, are all DC. One exception, I got one Marvel. Black Widow, this is issue number 6. The creative team of Wade, Samney and Wilson. This is awesome. This really is awesome. We Since this has kind of started up, it's been more or less action orientated. There's been a lot of flashbacks involved where you got to see parts of Natasha's training. Um, this issue, you really get to see her smarts. You're led to believe one thing, and then I suppose it's okay to spoil it. It's a good bit later. She really pulls the wool over Tony Stark's eyes. Pretends to be injured just so that she can get him to take her into Stark Industries, and she can get information and technology that she needs. I'm pretty sure this is the end of this arc. We're going on to a month break, which is disappointing. It's not back until October. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's Civil War 2 related or whatnot, but it's on a month's break now. But yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. If you're not picking up Black Widow, give it a go. It's a really good read. Okay, on to the DC Rebirth, the brand new one, Supergirl Rebirth issue 1. Steve Orlando, who wrote Midnighter, and Emiliano Lupacino, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. This was really good. As far as Rebirth issues go, they've been hot and cold. Had some good ones, Green Arrow, Nightwing, trying to think of Red Hood, were really, really good. This one is equally as good as those that I've mentioned. This is basically just if you're a fresh reader like me to Supergirl, and you've not known anything other than the show like me, this brings you up to speed with what's going on in her world. She's a 16-year-old girl. She's more or less not being integrated into her culture. She's the DEO's in this. There's elements of the show in there. and it's just a really good start off. I've mentioned before while reviewing the Superman books, I'm not really overly familiar with Superman history or the mythology or whatnot, but this was really good. It was fun. There's a werewolf in it. That's always good fun, and we get hints of what's to come for Supergirl for the foreseeable future. But yeah, I'm on board with this. This was a really excellent read. Another one to the Rebirth pool. Staying with Super Family, Superman issue number 5. Uh, I had a mind block there. Peter Tomasi, Patrick Gleason, and I think it's Doug Mank that's doing the art in this one. Last issue, I really wasn't impressed at all. They kind of went into, like I just said, there was Supergirl, a lot of the mythology. There was characters I didn't recognise. They were just kind of dropped in. I understand they might have a bit of um, history with Superman, but I don't know who they were. It kind of went a wee bit too far off the rails for me. It was still okay. It wasn't terrible. It was just a wee bit too far gone. This seems to get has got things back on track. We've got a really crazy, interesting battle on the moon in Batman's Batcave on the moon, which is always awesome. And we get a return of the Hellbat armor from the Batman and Robin run by Tomasi and Gleason, which I absolutely adore. So that won me over right away. More stuff going on with the Eradicator, which I kind of got. I'm just looking forward to this kind of tying up and us getting back to more of the quieter issues that we got in the beginning. You know, dealing with the smaller things. I know Superman's a larger than life character, but that small start where John is kind of discovering these powers and his father's not playing his larger role was kind of more interesting to me. This is fun, but it's not as good as the initial thing he's in. This was certainly a step back into the right direction for me. One of the ones that hit all the marks was Green Arrow, issue number 5. Ben Percy, Juan Ferreira on art. This was just superb. I'm absolutely loving this book. I did not anticipate when Rebirth was announced, and especially when Ben Percy was confirmed to be still the writer on this, that I would be picking this up, much less loving it the way that I'm loving it. It's hitting a lot of the old. I'm not the biggest Green Arrow fan in the world, but it's hitting a lot of the old character beats, while kind of mixing in a lot of the newer ones like Sedigo. Bringing. I know he was established in the pre Rebirth stuff in the New 52, but he's a lot better. He's a lot better written character in this than he was previously, and just a nice conclusion to this part of the arc while leading into another part. I don't think for one moment that we're done with the Ninth Circle. I'm pretty sure they'll come back. They're interesting villains. It's kind of fitting that they're making the banks the villains, or the bankers the villains in this storyline, considering what we've had recently going on in the real world. Yeah, this is really cool. I really loved it. And Juan Ferreira's art superb. Voice is starting to go. Issue number 3 of Nightwing. Tim Seeley, Javi Fernandez still on art. Sotomayor doing the colouring. Kind of seen a mixed reaction to this one. I'm still loving it. I was right into the Grayson series that Tim Seeley was involved in. We get CBR kind of ran a headline saying, does Nightwing number 3 end one of the longest running relationships in the DC universe? No. Bit of an overreaction. Does Babs chew out Dick? Oh my god. Does Babs chew out Grayson for being too far gone and throwing in far too trustingly with Raptor? Yeah, she does. Is it the end of that relationship? Probably not. It's this is one of those issues where it follows kind of some standard writing tropes. You get to see an event and then you get to see the events leading up to that event, and it's not quite everything is what it seems. It was a good issue. I really liked it. I'm loving Javier Fernandez's art. I'm interested to see where this is going to go, and how long they can kind of have Dick and Raptor kind of teaming up, and how far is Dick going to go, like with his bad guy training under Raptor. So really cool, really enjoying it. You should be checking this out if you've not already. Down the last two, which I'm kind of undecided on, starting with issue number one proper of Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, the Benson sisters and Claire Rowan art. I really don't know what to make of this. The story is okay, I suppose. Oracle's Barbara's former identity as Oracle has been stolen. Someone's taken her identity. She wants to find out who. She gets Dinah involved in it, and while they're trying to track down a lead on that, they cross paths with Helena Bertinelli, who's under the guise of Huntress and taking out mafia guys like she did previously. It's okay, that part of the story is okay. It's fun to see some of the banter between three ladies. The art, but I'm really having problems with the art. It's a bit shonky in places, is that a word? It's just, it's okay at times, and then there's other times where it just looks really, really odd. So this is a monthly title. I'm going to give this a slight bit more leeway, mostly because I really like the team. This team, not the creative team. I'm really not sure about them yet, but it'll get a little bit more leeway, and we'll see. Hopefully that it will pick up. And last but not least, Batman issue number 5. Tom King, David Finch on art, and a variety of colorists. This is the end to the I Am Gotham arc. This has probably been the best issue out of the whole lot, up until the last couple of pages, where I kind of didn't know what to make of it. An overpowered Gotham, that's Gotham the character, not Gotham the city, taking on the Justice League and going through them like a hot knife through butter was fun. But then, and I get kind of where they were going. We're trying to get Gotham Girl, sorry about Blair, to step in, and because she's really kind of the only one that could match Gotham in terms of power. Yeah, my issues with this is the same. Batman just doesn't feel as if he's a major part. It feels as if he's just there. There's nothing to his character, and I don't even think there was any narration from him. Normally with Scott Snyder's run, you get really an awful lot of narration from Bruce Wayne or Batman. You don't get any of that in here at all, and it's kind of difficult to figure out his place in his own book. The last 2 pages were the narration from Gotham Girl, which is future narration because clearly she's marrying Duke at some point, and Bruce is dead, and I didn't quite know what to make of that or how that's going to play out going forward. This is still very much, I was sticking with it anyway because obviously the Monster Man crossover is coming up, not right now, but it's coming up soon, and I'm going to see where we go with it afterwards because it's just not. It's not as good as what I thought it was going to be. I was hoping it was going to be, fantastic, but it's not doing it just now. So anyway, that was last week's books. This is this week's books. Just the 6, all DC. Titans issue number 2. Dan Abnett, Brett Booth. Not a lot of people like Brett Booth's art. I'm okay with it. It's not bad. Dan Abnett's, the last issue was somebody pointed out that this is the last issue was the type of issue that Brian Michael Bendis gets criticised for, where they're just sitting down and talking and eating pizza. Kind of got a point. I was okay with it. It was, it didn't really overly bother me. I'm interested to see where they're going with Abracadabra and if this is anything at all to do with the Watchmen. I know an awful lot of people aren't interested in or hoping that it's not going to be Watchmen heavy. I am. I'm hoping it's going to be better, and I'm hoping we're going to get hints of it. The Flash issue number 5. That is a horrible, horrible variant cover. That was the only one I could get, unfortunately. Um, the Flash is another one of those ones that really started brightly, and the last couple of issues haven't been the best. The artist on, I wasn't impressed with the artist on the last issue. I think it was Neil Googe. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it was okay. I actually got started getting used to Carmine Di Giandomenico's art. It's a mouthful. This issue we've got, oh God, what was his first name again? I had a quick look at the art just to see. It's Felipe Watanabe. His art's a lot better, kind of reminiscent of Raphael Albuquerque in places. As I said, I'm on the fence with this. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with it. It's kind of fell off, and I feel as if we're ironically standing still with this Godspeed storyline. He's not been in it an awful lot. So we'll see how we go with Flash. Deathstroke issue number 1 proper, Christopher Priest, and oh my god, is it Carlo Pagaglione? I butchered this the last time, I think. Oh my god, please just give me his name. Yep, Carlo Pagaglione. Oh, okay, Carlo. I'm looking forward to this one. The Rebirth issue was really kind of fun. Not fun because he was an absolute bastard, but fun because he wasn't fitting into the regular types of stories that I'm reading where everyone's a hero. So this was kind of interesting. Deathstroke really is a horrible person in this. He's a horrible father. So this is kind of like a counterpoint to the Superman book that I'm reading, where you've got this really good father, now you've got this really horrible one. Issue number 5 of Wonder Woman, Greg Rucka, Liam Sharp. Wait a minute, last issue was year 1. This is back in our times. It's getting confusing. I'm really enjoying it though. It's really fun, and I'm interested to see where we are actually going to go with this. The art's just beautiful. On from both artists, Nicholas Scott and Liam Sharp. So this has been a fun ride so far. Detective Comics 939, James Tynion, and this. Oh my God, is this Eddie Barrows back on it? I hope it is. This has been the surprise of Rebirth for me, or one of the surprises of Rebirth for me. It's just been fantastic. It's been better than the regular Batman book, it's been a long time since I think anyone said that. Detective's been better than the main Batman title. I love the team dynamic. I'm even enjoying this guy. That says a lot. And last but not least, Batgirl issue number 2, Hope Larson and Raphael Albuquerque. I love this cover. I did actually read this last night, so I'm going to sum this up with a kind of this is my micro review without spoilers. This is a book of 2 halves, to use a footballing analogy. In other words, one half of it is really, really, really good, and there's another half of it which is not so good. That's it. Okay. So, yeah, that was what I picked up this week. That was last week's books. Hope everyone got out to the shops. Hope you got everything that you wanted. Sorry about the delay and how long it took to get this video up. I've kind of really had a lot on the last week or so. Hopefully it's going to be a lot better in the weeks to come. Next week I don't have any books. In fact, no, I have 2. Tokyo Ghost issue number 10 and Spider-Man issue number 7, I think. And that's it. I may or may not pick them up. If I don't, there probably won't be a haul video from me. So what I'll probably do is I might do this kind of spotlight video I was talking about doing, where I talk about say the Killing Joke. I'm not saying it will be the Killing Joke. It might be that. So, but you know that as a for instance, it might be that. So we'll see how we go. As I say, thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody that subscribed or resubscribed. Remember to thumbs up over here, thumb it down if you didn't like it, and comments down below. And I shall see you again next week. Thanks very much, folks. Bye bye.